Amid a worsening pandemic, there's renewed hope for a COVID-19 vaccine, but will Mississippians be comfortable getting those shots?
12 News follows up on concerns at Delta Technical College, where school officials insist they're following precautions against the coronavirus. But some students tell us differently.
And in the Pine Belt, they are flying the new colors, a new state flag that brings hope for change to a community that needs it. Good evening, I'm Byron Brown.
And I'm Melanie Christopher. Thanks so much for joining us tonight at 10. We'll get to our lead stories after a quick check of the weather with Ken.
Yeah, of course, it's chilly out there again tonight. Once again, clear skies. Temperatures already in the mid-40s at the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to slip back a few more degrees, but we should stay out of the 30s by tomorrow morning, except in our extreme eastern counties. Now, once the sun comes up, another glorious fall day, low humidity, full sunny blue skies with temperatures getting into the 70s. Now, things are going to change a bit for next week before we get to the Thanksgiving holiday. You'll see the 8-day forecast in 12 minutes.
Thank you, Ken. Well, the nation's confirmed death toll from the COVID-19 pandemic has reached the 250,000 mark.
Well, that is 250,000 people here, a loss to the deadly virus, the most of any country in the world. Well, that figure underscores what the Associated Press calls the unrelenting pace of the pandemic across the U.S. And newly confirmed infections per day have jumped more than 80% from the past 2 weeks to almost 160,000 on average.
Now, those are the highest levels on record again in the U.S. And Mississippi added to those numbers today with 1,593 new cases reported here. And that brings us to over 137,000 cases and just over 3,600 fatalities.
Well, even as hospitals fill up in Mississippi and across the nation, there's a rising hope for a COVID vaccine. Pfizer says its latest test results show its vaccine is 95% effective. That's finding comes as the drug maker and its German partner BioNTech prepare to formally ask U.S. regulators to allow emergency use of the vaccine.
Some Mississippians still, though, have doubt about the potential vaccine. Family doctors across the state saying they're working hard to make sure a coronavirus vaccine is available at their offices. A new Gallup poll shows 58% of Americans are now likely to get vaccinated. Still, some have reservations. Alaya Atkins of Terry says she would be more likely to trust her primary care doctor than a drive-up vaccine distribution setup.
I know them and I trust them with my health. But personally, I wouldn't get a vaccine because I'm not sure what I'm putting in my body. And I would just wait out the symptoms, like being in quarantining and wear my mask.
There's a lot of concern that the process was expedited, but in this case, it was necessary. But do note that the FDA and all the other governing organizations are making sure that every I is dotted, every T is crossed, all the protocols are followed.
Now, it could take many months before a working vaccine is available to the general public, and by then, doctors say they're confident they will have the infrastructure to safely store the vaccines.
Well, people have had to adjust to the virtual life because of COVID-19. School, jobs, even everyday chores have changed, and not always for the better. But 12 News' Gary Burton tells us about a Jackson church that has been able to adapt quite well to the changes.
COVID-19 has brought challenges for families, businesses, and churches. Here at the New Horizon Church in Jackson, the pastor tells me that this congregation is able to see the brighter side that the pandemic has brought. The sanctuary is physically empty, but Wednesday night service is still taking place, but virtually.
The church goes on.
Bishop Ronnie Crudup, senior pastor at New Horizon Church on Ellis Street in Jackson, says at first making the switch to virtual was frustrating, but now he sees the benefits of it.
Do I miss some of the things? No doubt about it. You miss people and getting close to folks.
But on the flip side,
the faithfulness of people, the ability to just reach people that we wouldn't have reached before. And so, you know, with all of that in consideration, it's a grand time.
The church has invested in another level of HD equipment to help elevate their virtual content. And as the bishop says, it's taken them to a whole new level. New Horizon still holds one in-person service Sunday at 8 a.m. and making sure everyone is safe is top priority.
Temperature checks, people wash their hands when they come in. Everybody wears a mask, even me during the service. Only time I take my mask off is when I'm preaching.
And to help with social distancing, they have taken out over 1,000 chairs throughout the church. Bishop Crudup adds that if we all work together just a little while longer, he is certain we will defeat this virus. Only filling up about 15% capacity, the pastor tells me there is well enough space. So if you're interested in coming in for 8 a.m. Sunday service, you're more than welcome. Reporting in Jackson, I'm Gary Burton, 12 News.
And on Tuesday, 12 News brought you a story on students at Delta Technical College very concerned over coronavirus cases spiking on the campus.
This morning we heard from the administration. They are disputing claims that students who tested positive are still coming back to campus, and all necessary protocols are in place. 12 News' Alex Love talked to both sides. Alex, what did you find out?
So we were granted access into the campus facility where the president assured everyone has their temperature taken, is provided a mask and hand sanitizer. While not disputing there have been cases with students, they say everything they're doing follows CDC guidelines. As we walked into the Ridgeland campus of Delta Technical College, we were greeted by the president and receptionist who took our temperatures, stating it's a constant practice to keep the threat of COVID minimal.
I'll go on record definitively saying that we do not have students who are positive at the campus or who are sick.
But cell phone video obtained by 12 News captured Friday afternoon shows one student walking right in a side entrance with no employee to check their temperatures. Administration explained they loosened the policy while cases died down, but just changed it back Monday.
Our standard practice has always been that everyone go through one door, and we have our receptionist taking temperatures, and we actually have a sandwich board out there that talks about if you're sick, don't come in.
No students were present at the campus when we came, but every staff member was masked up with plexiglass barriers separating them during meetings. Maintenance was also disinfecting rooms and hallways.
Our instructors clean in the classroom. Our admissions and financial aid team and receptionists, after every new appointments or potential students come in, they clean those areas, which are the high traffic areas or high touch points.
Students and concerned parents claim otherwise. Some in the daytime medical assistant class sent us emails from professors ordering all students to come in Wednesday to pick up books, no exceptions, and required to attend labs on site. After the course switched online with as many as 5 students testing positive. But administration specified they will offer alternatives for students positive with COVID.
We individually work with the student. We offer them to have online courses, and based on their particular situation, we have lots of different options that are available to them. We work together, and so we treat it case by case.
Asia Crockett, who's 9 months pregnant and spoke to us Tuesday after she tested positive, like others in her medical assistant class, claims she's still waiting to hear updates on her labs and new books.
I've reached out to them. No one reached out to me or tried to give me a call back, so I'm still waiting. I don't want to because I don't put no one at risk, and I don't want to send no one up there because I don't want them putting anyone at risk.
Delta Technical College administrators also denied claims in group chats accusing an instructor of telling students multiple people had tested positive. They say that would violate privacy rules. They also defended their response time, moving the medical assistant class online this week after students came forward Friday. Trish Hallworth added that the school will not punish or take actions against the students who came forward to speak with us. To learn the students' issues on this and DTC's full statement, visit our website, WJTV.com.